A music that would cry, achievement of technical excellence, of expressive carefulness, technique, that not be seen, that it be maximal so as not to be seen, so as to have at hand all the vocabulary to weave the poem from. Vertigo and flight, the flight, take all the risk of the flight, the exercise of the risk. The ultimate wager on how to speak with this music to the hearts and minds. Search, seek the maximum intensities of the sensitivity, the exercise of intensities. The intensities.
Você não sabe que os anseios do seu coração são muito mais pra mim do que as razões que eu tenha pra dizer que não. E eu sempre digo sim. Desconsolo que cansei de conhecer. Novos dias tristes, noites claras, versos, cartas, minha cara. Ainda volto a lhe escrever pra lhe dizer que isso é pecado. Eu trago o peito tão marcado como conter as suas
Luiz Felipe Gama and Ana Luiza have been artistic partners for 16 years. They joined together, organized by the desire and need of exercising this poetics. Overcoming the false dilemmas and frontiers, they have always been guided in Brazilian music by what it is exemplary, and that is the coexistence and almost the codependence between the popular and the sophisticated.
Vai mostrar essa saudade com a sua liberdade.
The music that Luiz Felipe Gama and Ana Luiza have been searching for demands the belief that maximum professionalism is not submission to the mercantile logic of all contents, especially poetic contents. The belief that enjoyment of art is not consumption.
Agora, a questão importante é que tudo que pode acontecer de ruim, de pior, é você assimilar a condição do público da obra de arte e de consumidor. Isso é a tragédia. Cada vez que você lê o Shakespeare não fica mordido, entendeu? Não fica uma mordidinha no Shakespeare. A cada mordida você vai ter mais maçã.
De alguma maneira, dialoga com os extremos da canção que nos interessa pesquisar. Um é a canção quase instrumental, ou é a canção instrumental, ou efetivamente sem letra, e do outro lado a canção quase falada.
No te quiero, sino porque te quiero.
The song, the word. The song, the music, the boundaries. Once more, the musical tradition, especially the Brazilian songbook, as the fundamentally interesting matrix to exploit these boundaries. The wordless song. The text taken to sometimes the strict music of the word.
Claro como vinha o sol, me poderia o dia andar a sol.
Sometimes to the strict music of the spoken word.
Amado rostro desaparecido.
As in all works by Luiz Felipe Gama and Ana Luiza, from the other musicians who are in Outubro, Alberto Lucas on bass and Kleber Almeida on drums, composing involvement is required. The songs, the arrangements, all the ideas get to the rehearsals to be transformed, recreated, so as to gain the authorship from the other two who are performing them. The many hours rehearsing and creating together makes the quartet has acquired its own breath, a sound that gives it unity, which developed a timbre, a voice that sings outubro.
Portanto, o disco quase não tem silêncio. É um disco que pretende se aproximar da experiência suíte.
Take the songbook music to the audience in a different way from that they are used to in spectacles. 3 long sets working as chanson suites, tied by some poetic musical motifs or by entwined thematic axes. Large spaces filled with continuous music, film music. Among the suites, separate songs. It's to wager radically on the chance of reaching the audience sensibility deeply. An audience devoid of protocol from which they are used to hearing the song on shows and that many times will not have the clear space to clap to and to rescue themselves from a certain commotion and that will be submitted to less. A lot less possible breaks to a music that has been practiced on its most possible technical excellence, so as to be an expression of a passionate perspective. An expression that does not give room to avoid emotion and passion. Now, in Outubro, this music wants to sing to the world. The calling of the sound, of this music that touches the sensibility to beyond the borders because it's at the same time tributary to the European classical tradition and its crossroads, dramas and strictness, tributary to the desire to drink the most distant tastes, to hear and be played in all corners of the world. Tributary to the spontaneous music of the Americas, of its richness in improvisation. Tributary to the African heritage. And above all, tributary to being Brazilian, deeply Brazilian, in which the Brazilian music in its moving particularity, singularity and originality become more than Brazilian, universal.
Livra desse nó, fui até a mãe de nada.